How does California's minimum wage apply to gig workers? Have you ever wondered how California's minimum wage affects gig workers? It's an important topic, especially as the gig economy continues to grow. In California, the minimum wage law mandates that most employees must be paid at least the state minimum wage, which will be $16.50 per hour starting January 1st, 2025. But how does this apply to gig workers? The answer largely depends on how gig workers are classified. Under California law, traditional employees are entitled to the minimum wage, overtime pay, meal and rest breaks, and other labor protections. If gig workers are classified as employees under laws like Assembly Bill 5, they must receive at least the minimum wage for all hours worked. This includes overtime 4 hours exceeding 8 in a day or 40 in a week. However, many gig workers in California are classified as independent contractors. This classification became more prominent after the passage of Proposition 22. This law specifically addresses app-based drivers and delivery workers. Under Proposition 22, gig workers are guaranteed a minimum earnings floor set at 120% of the local minimum wage, but only for the time they are actively engaged in driving or delivering. This means that time spent waiting for ride or delivery requests is not compensated at the minimum rate. Additionally, while Proposition 22 offers some health and safety protections and occupational accident insurance, it does not provide full employee benefits like workers' compensation. From a capitalism perspective, this arrangement reflects a balance between government regulation and the flexibility that gig economy companies desire. Minimum wage laws ensure a wage floor that supports worker income. However, the special provisions for gig workers under Proposition 22 allow companies to manage labor costs by limiting guaranteed pay to engaged time rather than total hours logged. In practical terms, gig workers classified as employees in California receive full minimum wage protections and related labor rights. Those classified under Proposition 22 receive a guaranteed minimum earnings rate only during active work periods. This reflects a unique regulatory approach tailored to the gig economy's labor dynamics. So, whether you are a gig worker or just curious about how these laws impact the workforce, understanding the classification and regulations is key. The landscape of gig work in California is constantly evolving, and staying informed is essential for everyone involved.